It's been just over 5 years since we were treated to a new Grand Theft Auto game, and while Rockstar's 2008 version did a good job of bringing GTA to the current generation of consoles, it's widely accepted that they still had some work to do to bring the franchise up to the levels that we all knew were possible. Rockstar have built on previous iterations of the game when putting together Grand Theft Auto 5, so the game does feel very familiar. If you've played the previous versions, chances are you'll know what to expect. As always, the game is violent, bloody, foul-mouthed, obscene, and absolutely brilliant. It's back to Los Santos for this game, last explored in GTA San Andreas, and while there's an air of familiarity about some of the areas of the map, Rockstar have done a great job of adding to it, giving the player a much greater area to explore. We're not just given an urban city landscape, but also vast mountainous regions, beaches and lakes to have a look around. A very small negative here is that you can sometimes find yourself a long way away from where you need to be, which can be a little annoying, but that's really only a small point. There's always plenty to do in Los Santos. If you get bored of the story missions or starting fights with random people on the streets, there's always a game of tennis or golf to be had, or even a triathlon to take part in. They're all great fun mini-games. Granted, they're no top spin tennis or Tiger Woods golf, but they're fun nonetheless. The story itself is great too. As you'll no doubt have heard, there are 3 protagonists in this game. Franklin, a repo driver who's fed up with the gang he's knocking around with. Michael, a retired bank robber turned failed family man. And then there's Trevor, a truly horrible redneck character I'm sure you'll find difficult to forget. There's a vast mixture of different mission types, from fairly quick repossession missions to much more involved and lengthy heists. The heists are good fun as you can feel them building up mission by mission, and they give you the option of sneaking your way in or going in all guns blazing too. As always within the franchise, humour plays a huge part in GTA 5. The script itself is loaded with laughs, but it's not just that. Whether it's the commentary on some of the radio stations, the situations in which you find your character when you switch, Trevor in particular, or the Los Santos Stock Exchange, which goes by the name of Bullsack, there's plenty to keep you laughing along while you play. The world itself feels very real. Rockstar are the kings of the open world game, so this isn't much of a surprise. Graphically it's beautiful, and you really feel like the actions you take do make a difference in the city. For example, if you leave a car on fire somewhere and come back to it later, you'll often find the car still there. Now, it's not a major thing, but it does add to the feeling of reality within Los Santos. Rockstar have launched iFruit for the Apple App Store, which allows you to do little bits like train your dog in-game or modify your cars. It's a good idea, but in reality adds very little to the actual game itself. Overall, GTA 5 offers an incredibly immersive and addictive game experience, which will keep you occupied for as long as you want to keep going back to visit Los Santos. It's not made $1 billion in 3 days by accident, and all in all, the game is worth every single penny. The only shame at this stage is that there's no confirmation of plans to release on the next gen of consoles, although if you have your eyes peeled, I'm sure this won't be long. If you've not already bought it, buy this game.
A civilian requiring assistance north of the GWC in Gotham Society.